El de con todo suena claro y mapuerza estación de radio na entero Weste Mindanao. RPN D-Triple-X Radio Ronda Zamboanga. Suena, balance, mapuerza. Este el RPN D-Triple-X Radio Ronda Zamboanga.
White rose papaya, yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, puti ka in 7 days, oh yeah, 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 yeah. White rose papaya.
New White Rose Papaya. May double whitening ng papaya extracts and vitamin B3. Clinically proven magpaputi in as early as 7 days with regular use.
Boom, puti ka, white rose papaya, yeah, 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 yeah.
Papaya puti, papaya fast. White Rose Papaya with vitamin B3. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Sa Pride Anti-Bac Detergent, linis ang labada, knock out ang bakterya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Antibac. Linis ang labada, knockout ang bakterya.
Ang Pride Anti-Bac ay may germ knockout action. Kills 99.9% of germs sa damit ng pamilya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Antibac. Linis ang labada, knockout ang bakterya.
Pride Anti-Bac Detergent. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Pride Bar, hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Pag nilaban sa Pride Bar Blue, ang puting damit ay magiging
Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
sa Pride Bar Blue. Pwedeng hindi na ako magtina, anyel o bleach dahil ang Pride Bar Blue ay may power whitener na nanunuot sa bawat hibla. Kaya ang damit ay kisla puti at panayan pa sa kamay.
Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
Pride Bar Blue with power whitener. Di lang puti, kisla puti. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang.
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
Dahil ang unique toothpaste, may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa. Unique.
Max Alaga, Max Protectado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo.
Laban sa bakterya,
I-shield mo.
labanan pati virus.
I-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap. Patay ang 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado,
I-shield mo.
pamilya'y protektado.
I-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Ang buhay ay masaya pag ang hugasin ay easy. Lalo na sa masebong kaldero at kawali.
Kaya mag-Smart Dishwashing Paste. Pang heavy-duty hugasin.
Ang galing, galing, galing.
Smart!
Yan ang Smart Dishwashing.
May double tanggaling formula, tanggal galingan sebo at bakterya. Kaya ang Smart #1 dishwashing paste.
Ang galing, galing, galing.
Smart!
Yan ang Smart Dishwashing.
Smart Dishwashing Paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Para sa damit na ka-bloom sa bango, subukan ang Charm Fabric Conditioner.
Charm Fat Farm, bangong gumagabloom. Charm Fat Farm, damit ay may bango ng salibong bulaklak.
Charm Fabric Conditioner with Stay Fresh Technology. Damit ay ka-bloom sa bango.
Charm Fat Farm, bangong gumagabloom. Charm Fat Farm, damit ay may bango ng salibong bulaklak.
Charm Fabric Conditioner. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
RPN Radio Philippines Network.
Radyo Ronda.
D-Triple-X Zamboanga.
Member, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Investigasyon ito sa bansa habang gumugulong ang proseso. June 26, 2022 nang muling payagan ng ICC Pretrial Chamber si ICC Prosecutor Karim Khan na ipagpatuloy ang pagtutok sa war on drugs noong panahon ni dating Pangulong Duterte. March 13 itong taon nang formal namang ihain ng gobyerno ang appeal brief na ihinto ang investigasyon sa drug war dahil wala na raw jurisdiction ng ICC dahil bumitaw na ang bansa sa Rome Statute noong 2019. Pero giit ng ICC kahit di ka na miyembro, pwede pa rin silipin ang anumang nangyari noong kasapi ka pa. At dito raw pumapasok yung pag-imbestiga nila sa mga nangyari noong November 2011 hanggang March 2019. Malinaw, ani Guevara, walang aasahang kooperasyon ang ICC sa pamahalaan.
The President himself has stated that the government will not cooperate unless and until itong issues about jurisdiction, admissibility, etc. have been finally settled.
Para sa mga abogado ng pamilya ng mga biktima ng drug war, makakapagpatagal lang sa investigasyon ng ICC kung napagbigyan ang hiling ng pamahalaan. Panawagan nila, tigilan na ang paggamit ng pondo ng gobyerno para lang ipagtanggol si dating Pangulong Duterte at hayaan itong depensahan ang kanyang sarili. Anjo Alimario, CNN Philippines.
Hindi na umano makikipag-usap ang gobyerno sa International Criminal Court o ICC matapos nitong ibasura ang hiling ng pamahalaan na suspindihin muna ang drug war probe sa isang event sa Pasay. Muling giniit ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na walang jurisdiction ng ICC sa Pilipinas dahil bumitaw na ang bansa sa Rome Statute noong 2019. Sinabi ni Ginoong Marcos, Agosto noong nakaraang taon, na wala siyang balak na isali muli ang Pilipinas sa Rome Statute.
We don't have a next move. That is the extent of our involvement with the ICC. That ends all our involvement with the ICC. Because hindi na tayo pwedeng appeal. The appeal has failed, and there's in our view there's nothing more that we can do in the government, and so at this point we essentially are disengaging from any contact, from any communication, I guess, with the ICC. We are back to the position that we ended up in the same position that we started.
Sang-ayon naman si Senator Francis Tolentino na walang jurisdiction ng ICC sa bansa kaya naman walang bisa ang pagbasura nito sa apela ng Pilipinas. Para kay Tolentino, ang apela ay paraan lang ng gobyerno para igiit ang soberanya nito at hindi dahil nagpapasakop ito sa ICC. Ikinatuwa naman ng bayan muna ang naging desisyon ng ICC. Naniniwala ang grupo na tamang ibasura ang apela ng gobyerno dahil pinapatagal lang nito ang proseso. Dagdag pa nito, hindi na dapat gumagamit ng public funds para depensahan ang dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dahil na rin sa kondisyong pang-ekonomiya na hinaharap ng bansa. Mas maraming armas pang nadiskubre ng mga otoridad sa isang sugar mill compound sa Negros Oriental kagabi sa ika-4 na araw ng pagpapatupad ng search warrant sa HTJ Tolong Compound sa bayan ng Santa Catalina na kumpiska ng PNP Criminal Investigation and Detection Group ang isang rifle with sniper scope, mga magazine at libo-libong ammunition para sa iba't ibang kalibre ng baril. Ayon sa pulisya, ang kapatid ni Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves na si dating Governor Pride Henry ang nagmamay-ari ng compound. Si Arnie Teves ay kinukonsidera ng Justice Department na isa sa mga utak sa pagpatay kay Governor Ruel Degamo. Una nang sinabi ng mga otoridad na maaaring madawit si Pride sa kaso dahil sa firearms at explosives na nakumpiska sa sugar mill nitong nagdaang mga araw. Sumagot na rin ang dating gobernador na nakikipag-ugnay na siya kay Justice Secretary Boying Remulla at handa niyang sagutin ang mga tanong sa kanya. Makakausap natin ngayon si dating Negros Oriental Governor Pride Henry Teves. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Governor.
Yes, Ma'am Pia, good evening and to all your listeners and televiewers. Good evening po sa inyong lahat.
Yes. Well, Governor, let's begin with a little bit of background first para maintindihan ng tao po yung what happened to you in the last few years. We call you former governor dahil nanalo kayo noong May elections. So umupo kayo bilang gobernador ng Negros Oriental. Sana dapat first term po ninyo June 30, pero natanggal po kayo noong October 2022. What happened there, Governor?
Yes, well, I was proclaimed, so I assumed, but I already talked to the former governor before I assumed, and I committed to him as he asked of me that in case the courts will decide in his favor, should I give it to him? I said, no problem, as long as I get the order, give me 1 hour, I clear up my things, I will leave and turn it over to you being the legitimate winner. And that's exactly what happened. If I'm not mistaken, that was October 11. I got the order at 3 o'clock. In 1 hour, I packed my bags, turned it over and left.
Okay, when you say the former governor, and you are referring to Governor Roel Digamo, who took over and who won
Yes,
that case, right? Okay, so it sounds
Yes,
like
po.
parang from your behavior, sumusunod po kayo sa mga utos ng korte or ng COMELEC or whatever. Sumusunod lang po kayo.
Yes, I've
Yes.
always been, I've always honored my word, and I've always honored, bow down to authorities, because that's what every Filipino or human being should do.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Governor Teves, before that, from 2016 to 2022, naging mayor po kayo ng Bayan ng Bayawan. And before that, 3 terms po kayong congressman, no? From 2007 to 2016. Is that correct?
Yes po. In fact, on my first month, or I was invited by your program then. You invited the neophyte congressman, and I was one of your guests back then.
Yes,
On
I
my
remember
first
you.
month as congressman.
Yes, I remember you. A very
Yes, po.
young congressman at the time, 35 years old. I think the title of that episode was yung New Blood, I think, no? New Blood. New blood.
Yes,
New
po.
faces,
Yes.
old blood. Because, of course, your family is known to be in politics. But 5 months into your first term, you survived this bombing at the Batasan Pambansa, November 2007, and you sustained very serious injuries, right?
Yes po. In fact, I have some pictures. This is me being revived. And this is me during recovery.
All right. Yes, severe
It
injury.
took about, it was severe. I had to endure maybe 22 operations for 2.5 years. I was not able to walk for about 7 months, and I was in coma for about 35 days. It was an ordeal. And it changed a lot in me and improved myself as a person, as a human being.
Para bang
Definitely.
you became a better version of yourself, like you said, evolved. And now, a while ago you used the word ordeal, and now here again, another ordeal. So ang nangyayari po, Governor, is that you're being, your properties have been raided. Merong mga nakita mga baril, mga armas, ammunition, etc. There is that possibility of you being linked to this killing of Governor Roel Digamo. What do you have to say about this? Although yesterday you did speak to our local journalist there, and you said that you were willing to face any probe, any questioning, any investigation.
Yes po. I am just here. I never left. In fact, most of February I was abroad spending quality time with my wife for our anniversary and Valentine's Day. I came home a few days before the unfortunate incident happened. And after that, I already knew that definitely I'll be a person of interest, because I was the latest political opponent in the last election of Governor Digamo. I knew that already. Now, let me be clear. Regarding Tolong, no? Tolong is a company. HDJ is a company in which I own 10%. I am the president of that company because out of the 6 stockholders, while I am not a big stockholder, I'm the most experienced as far as sugar milling is concerned. The others are either traders or just financiers. That's why I am the one running the operations of the mill itself. Now, it's too premature to talk about the actual search, because up to now, from Friday up to now, they're still continuing the search. And They're virtually searching the whole property, all about 100 homes inside the property, all buildings and all raw land outside the gated compound. No, this is how it looks. Tolong is about 52 hectares. No,
Okay.
10 hectares is a gated community. That's where the mill is and the stock houses are. But there are houses here and there are also houses here in this raw land. But this is the one that's gated. This one is not gated. It's open. So basically, I'm just waiting for them to finish officially their research so that I can answer all allegations point for point. But initially, there were, I thought kasi a few days ago, natapos na sila eh. So there were two that I already answered and replied to. Number one, yung nakita nilang mga baril dun sa bahay sa labas na inoccupy ng security agency, na sinabi ko na in-expect ko na magkakaroon talaga ng loose firearms kasi nasabi na sa akin ng chief security officer na a week back that they failed to renew their LTAP, juridical LTAP. So if it's expired, definitely it's
loose,
right? Number two, the van that was found inside the compound mismo sa 10-hectare gated, na pati ako nabulaga, bakit nandun yung van na yun ay hindi naman yung sa tulong. So, binuksan nila yun, may pera, may armas at iba pa. Pinacheck ko kung kanino yun. And syempre, through your your logs and everything, we found out that it came from, or it was owned by the resort, owned by my brother, which is about 20 kilometers away. And it was sent there on March 10. And they were assuming it was to be fixed because it was left in the shop, but it was left there, locked, and never came back for it. So when the authorities decided to open it and bring the van, I said, okay, it's fine because that's not Tolong property anyway. But on the others that are being searched right now outside and everything, I hope for them to finish soon, so that once the findings are there, and definitely they will ask me to explain or answer or invite me, I will definitely be there. Definitely I will be there to answer everything.
Okay. It's good also that we hear you say that because maganda kasi pakinggan na willing po kayong humarap, willing po kayong sumagot sa kahit anong tanong. And earlier you did make it very clear and you said na I know they would think of me because ako yung karibal ni Governor Ruel Digamo. But right now, yes, go ahead.
Definitely, hindi naman think of me right away. But definitely, syempre, if you say political in nature, then definitely ako yung last political adversary dun sa last election. Then definitely my name will crop up. No? And I was sure of that.
Yeah.
In fact, ma'am, while my name, I was very quiet because I was already living my private life. I was already, moving on and enjoying it. That's why I was very quiet the whole time. I normally do not respond unless I am being asked of. But lately, that when I was in the headlines and my wife and my kids are so stressed about it already, bearing this family name, which is clearly for now is not good. That's why I'm starting to come up and explain my side.
Yes.
No, one of my sons, who is a doctor in Manila, is also experiencing such pressure because his name bears the family name. And my daughter, who is in school, and my wife and stuff. So for them and for my business partners in Tolong, which is a legitimate business started in 2017, I have to, as president, I have to face all questions.
So yeah,
in
Governor,
fact,
yes, Governor, are you? Can you tell us very directly? Did you have anything to do at all with the killing of Governor Ruel Digamo? Yes or no? No.
My conscience is clear. Definitely, my conscience is clear. This is what I would like to explain. Violence. I am a victim of violence. Terrorism. I am a victim of terrorism. Look.
Right. Look, you can see your hands. Yes.
All my scars are there, and I feel the pain until today.
Okay.
Why will I, in my conscience, be an
do something like that? Right.
That other human beings experience the same fate when it's very, very, very hard
Yeah. And as you pointed out,
But of course,
when you had to give up your seat, you did very peacefully, and like you said, you were out of there in a few hours. So, okay.
in fact, to help further, no, I'm cooperating with the authorities on all these investigations, and to help them further, no, to find the links, and if they suspect me to have a link, I already signed a waiver of confidentiality.
Can you show us?
And a waiver of confidentiality.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
That they can open all my bank accounts, all my phone logs, messages, emails, etc., etc. Check all my properties. Because that way, I'm open to everything. They can
Transparency. Okay.
Sino kausap ko,
Okay.
sino kausap ko, sino binayaran ko, saan ako kumukuha ng pera. Diba?
Yeah.
Kasi matatahi-tahi naman mo yan eh.
Right,
Especially
right.
if the
And
other
it will-
suspect
yes.
also be investigated.
Yeah. Gov,
Then at least all this.
Governor, before my last question, can we ask you lang po to take a photograph of that waiver, and then can you send it po to us? But I wanted to ask you, if you say my conscience is clear, I had nothing to do with this killing. Can you say the same of your brother Arnie Teves? Because that is what the entire government is talking about, no? That as Boy Remulla was saying kahapon, they're considering him as one of the masterminds. Would you know, or are you at liberty to talk about this? What do you know, and what would your brother Arnie have anything? Why would he have anything to do with this? Just in case.
Actually, Ma'am Pia, I have been convincing him to come home.
Yes.
Kaming tatlong kapatid na naiwan, kaming parents ko. Last week na kinukonvince namin siyang umuwi. Total, binigyan na siya ng assurance ng presidente mismo na ang safety niya talagang poprotektahan. We wanted him to come home because, kami ditong naiwan, who has to do the daily grind, kami ang nafe-feel ng pressure. Diba? You protect your father's house because baka may raid, your brother's house and everything. It takes a heavy toll on us getting pressures, and my younger brothers have kids which are still so small. Kaya kino-convince namin siya. Even my parents already convincing him, and I hope, one of these sooner rather than later he will come home. Kasi tatay namin pre-departure na rin. In the hospitals in December 8. Eh siguro naman mako-consider na yan na umuwi siya eh. Hindi naman siguro siya umuwi after my father passes on. Hopefully not very soon, no? Because we still also want to enjoy his presence. But I hope he decides to, because we have been convincing him to face it squarely po.
You have made that appeal to... You have made that...
Cannot,
Go ahead.
I cannot speak in his behalf. He is his own man. But as a younger brother, I can assure you, hindi ako nagkukulang pagbigay sa kanya ng payo, sama sa pagbigay ko ng payo sa mga anak ko at sa mga kaibigan ko na kailangan na ng payo ko. That I have never failed. But let him speak for himself because he's already an adult and he's his own man.
You have made that appeal to him on television, through social media. Have you been able to speak to him via phone or via chat?
In fact, we spoke yesterday po.
So what did he say? What did he say to you? Na, uwi na ako, or what did he say?
Hindi pa. Sinabi niya, siya mismo gusto niya umuwi kasi ayaw niya rin ang buhay doon. But he was so scared of his safety. So I told him, and I told my father, the president is the most powerful person in the land.
Right.
Who else can assure you of security? Definitely, if it's the president, I am assured that nothing will happen to him because the president also will not embarrass himself. No?
Okay.
Para, face na to lahat, mas square, harapin kung ano man, para matapos na
Para matapos na ito.
Kasi mahihirapan. Mga anak ko, nahihirapan. Asawa ko, nahihirapan. Mga kapatid ko na may mga anak na maliliit, nahihirapan. I've suffered enough in my lifetime. Why do I need to suffer more?
You're right. Former Negros Oriental Governor Pride Henry Teves, sir, thank you very much for speaking to us this afternoon or this evening. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Ma'am Pia.
Susunod, ang National Grid Operator nagbabala ng posibleng power interruption ngayong tag-init at supply ng karneng baboy sa merkado posibleng bumaba dahil sa African swine fever outbreak. Manatiling nakatutok sa Newsnight.
My faith in God led me to all these blessings. Kaya ako, all out sa lahat ng bigay ng Panginoon. Spirit, mind, and body. Sa tulong ng exercise, healthy diet, and MSU+. Sabi ng tatay ko, when you put God first, you will always be first. MSU+ with CoQ10 and L-carnitine, my plus in life.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 Plus ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Bago ako magmahal ng iba, mamahalin ko muna ang sarili ko. Mag-iipon muna ako ng pag-ibig. Pag-ibig regular savings. Earn 25 times more sa contributions mo. Ang contributions mo, ipon mo. Mas malaking contribution, mas malaking ipon. I'm worth it. I deserve pag-ibig.
Ang init.
Ang mahal eh.
Cool ka lang.
Cool ka lang. LG Dual Cool na lang.
LG Dual Cool saves energy with fast cooling pa yan. 10 years worry-free with the LG guarantee yan.
Cool ka lang.
Mag-LG Dual Cool ka na.
Cool ka lang.
Ito ang Newsnight sa CNN Philippines. Nagbabala ang National Grid Corporation o NGCP na makakaranas ng power interruption sa mga consumer ngayong tag-init. Ibinasura kasi ng Energy Regulatory Commission ang hiling ng NGCP na palawigin ang kanilang standby power supply deals habang gumugulong ang competitive selection process. Pangamba ng NGCP dahil hindi naaprubahan ang interim arrangement, mauuwi ito sa power outages sapagkat walang hawak na ancillary services agreements ang NGCP para sumalo sa kakailanganing nilang reserbang kuryente. Nauna nang sinabi ng NGCP na numinipis ang reserba dahil sa taas ng demand sa tag-init. Sabi naman ng ERC, hinihintay nitong maghain ng motion for reconsideration ng NGCP para suriin muli ang ruling. Paalala ng Energy Department sa NGCP, tuparin pa rin nila ang obligasyon sa mga consumer. Abiso sa mga customer ng Maynilad, simula ngayong araw magpapatupad ng daily interruptions ang water service provider bilang pagtitipid sa supply ng tubig. Bunsod ito ng inaasahang El Nino phenomenon ngayong taon. Mawawala ng tubig sa ilang bahagi ng Metro Manila at Cavite simula mamayang alas 4 ng hapon o kaninang alas 4 ng hapon hanggang alas 6 ng umaga, araw-araw. Ayon sa Maynilad, hindi pa nila matiyak kung hanggang kailan ito tatagal kaya't pinapayuhan ang lahat na mag-imbak ng sapat na supply ng tubig. Nakaantabay ang kanilang mobile water tankers para magrasyon ng malinis na tubig. Naka-flash ngayon sa inyong TV screen sa mga lugar na maapektuhan. Para sa kumpletong detalye, bisitahin ang official website ng Maynilad sa www.mayniladwater.com.ph. Samantala, abiso rin ng Manila Water na magkakaroon ng service interruptions dahil sa mga pagkukumpuni sa kanilang linya. Aayusin ang tubo ng tubig sa Langhaya Bridge sa Barangay Inarawan sa Antipolo, Rizal simula mamayang alas 9 ng gabi hanggang alas 7 ng umaga bukas. May aayusin ding linya ng tubig sa bahagi ng Taytay, Rizal bukas, March 29 at ilang barangay sa San Juan City at Quezon City sa March 30 at 31. Maaring bumaba ang supply ng karneng baboy sa gitna ng African swine fever outbreak. Ayon kay Agriculture Assistant Secretary and Deputy Spokesman Rex Estoperez, aabot sa mahigit 46,000 metric tons ang shortage sa Hunyo. Pero sa darating na Abril pa lang, posible na raw na maramdaman ang kakulangan sa supply ng baboy. Babala pa ni Estoperez, magtutuloy ang pagkalat ng ASF kung hindi magtutulungan ng publiko at mga lokal na pamahalaan.
As long as we do not cooperate and as long as we do not follow protocol, even doon sa atin pong mga sa public, na kailangan nating sumunod kasi tayo ang maapektuhan nito. Not only yung swine industry but yung tayo po maapektuhan din nito because what? The prices of pork will go up pag hindi po tayo nag-cooperate.
Sa lagay naman ng panahon, sakit na rin ba sa ulo mo ang init ngayon? Ang payo ng State Weather Bureau para sa tag-init sa ulat ni Carrie Cator.
Tanghaling tapat pinakaayaw bumiyahe ng tricycle driver na si Mervin. Humihinto na lang daw siya sa pamamasada kesa makipagsapalaran sa sobrang init.
Nakakailo, pag wala kang tubig, baka bigla kang ma-heat stroke agad eh. Hindi na kaya pa naman, kaso baka biglang hindi mo masabi heat stroke yan, bigla-bigla nang tumatama yan.
Sa pinakahuling tala ng Pag-asa, karamihan sa mga lugar sa bansa, nasa extreme caution o yung may heat index na 33 hanggang 41 degrees Celsius. Ang heat index ang init na nasusukat sa paggamit ng thermometer o yung temperatura at yung relative humidity o halumigmig na aktwal na nararamdaman ng tao. Pero 2013 lang daw sinimula ng Pag-asa ang pagtatala nito. Pinakamataas yung 57 degrees Celsius sa San Jose Occidental, Mindoro noong April 20, 2020. Sa parehong bayan at probinsya rin naitala ang record high ngayong taon na 47 degrees Celsius nito lang March 25. Inaasahan daw ng Pag-asa na matataasan pa ito sa kasagsagan ng tag-init sa Abril at Mayo.
We're not ruling out the possibility, lalo na yung sa mga susunod na buwan, yung kasagsagan ng init po dito sa ating bansa, na magiging mas maraming lugar na pwedeng makaranas ng around 50 degrees Celsius na computed heat index value.
Pero ngayon pa nga lang, hindi na raw ito kinakaya ni na Domingo at JR.
Mainit, sobra. Masakit sa katawan. Perwisyo, yung traffic pa, nagbibigay ng problema sa amin. Traffic saka init.
Sobrang init, ma'am, sobrang sakit sa balat ko. Hindi kakayanin. Araw-araw sa biyahe.
Payo ng Pag-asa, antabayanan ang lagay ng panahon para makaiwas din sa posibleng sakit. Kung pwede rin daw magbawas-bawas ng gawain sa pinakamaiinit na oras.
Kung may mga sensitive health issue tayo or may mga kasama tayong senior citizen sa bahay, dapat nasa well-ventilated areas po sila. And sa mga kababayan naman natin na hindi may iwasang naka-expose sa init ng araw because of the nature of their work, from time to time, uminom ng tubig to keep themselves hydrated.
Carrie Cator, CNN Philippines.
Maaliwalas na panahon na lang ang inaasahan sa karamihan ng mga lugar sa bansa. Kasama ang Metro Manila, posible lamang ang localized thunderstorms. Oras na para ibalik ang Hunyo hanggang Marso na academic calendar para kay Senate Committee on Basic Education, Win Gatchalian. Ito ay matapos maospital ang ilang estudyante ng Bulod National High School, Mamatid Extension sa Cabuyao, Laguna. Noong nakaraang linggo, nagkaroon sila ng signs of dehydration pati heat exhaustion pagkatapos ng fire drill sa hapon.
Panawagan ko lang sa ating principals, especially this time, mag-ingat lang dahil napakainit. At tayong gagawa ng mga bagay na malalagay sa delikado yung mga bata. Summer kasi, that's the time students can go out, spend with their families, as opposed to tag-ulan. So, mas maganda na ibalik natin sa dating April-May ang summer vacation. No? It will take a little bit of time kasi slow transition yan.
Matatandaang nagbago ang academic calendar dahil sa mga lockdown noong kasagsagan ng pandemya. Nagbukas ang mga eskwelahan noong Agosto 2022 at magtatapos ang academic year sa Hulyo. Siniguro ng Pag-ibig Fund ang publiko na hindi magbabago ang interest rates nito sa kabila ng kaliwat kanang pagtaas ng interest rates ng Bangko Sentral. Mula 2018, naglalaro below 6% ang one-year fixed interest rates ng Pag-ibig. Ang kay Pag-ibig Vice President Karen Lay Franco Garcia, mananatili sa 5.75% ang kanilang housing mortgage rates.
Maintaining our interest rates as of now, the lowest is 5.375% for our regular housing loan. And in fact, for our affordable housing loan, for our minimum wage earners, it remains at 3%. Okay, that is fixed for 10 years. After 1 year, under our policies, that means that the interest rate will then go to market rates. But to ensure that our borrowers will not feel the strain, Pag-ibig Fund has a maximum cap of an increase of 2%.
Mahigit 100 bilyong pisong home loans ang nabook ng Pag-ibig Fund noong nakaraang taon. Ito na ang kanilang record high ayon kay Garcia. Abangan ngayong gabi na ang inaabangang Finals Game 2 ng Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference at maaring mamaya na rin makuha ng Petrogas Angels ang una nilang korona sa torneo. At trending ang balitang itatanghal sa bansa ngayong taon ang hit Broadway musical na Hamilton. Yan at marami pang istorya dito sa Newsnight.
Fried chicken? Timplang happy! With easy-to-cook Magnolia Chicken Timplados. Iba't ibang sarap ng chicken, kaya. Anong Magnolia Chicken Timplados mo?
Iba't ibang easy chicken sarap.
Akala ko conquering the universe was the ultimate, but there's more. Dahil tinawag ko ako ng Panginoon for a major purpose. To guide the youth, help communities, and to bring others closer to Him. Kaya I take care of my health through proper diet, exercise, and MX3 capsule. I am ready to serve. Kasi para sa Panginoon, hindi lang ako fourth runner-up. First place ako sa puso niya.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Mula sa Jolly Heartmate Canola Oil, kahit kailan.
You want good cooking oil? I'll give you good cooking oil. Sabihin mo lang kung saan at kailan. I'll be there with my Jolly Heartmate Canola Oil. Ang family namin,
Heartmate for life!
From Fly Ace.
Salamat! Tayo'y muling nagkita.
Salamat! Paborito ko talagang pula.
Dream car nyo!
Salamat! Kayo ang inspirasyon.
Salamat! Sinagot mo na ako! Salamat sa Primera Light, ang branding natin. Primera klase ang Primera Light na bonding. Primera Light! Salamat sa iyo!
Ito ang Newsnight sa CNN Philippines, ako si Pia Ontiveros. Balikan natin ang pinakamalaking balita. Iminasura ng International Criminal Court ang hiling ng pamahalaan na suspindihin muna ang investigasyon nito sa war on drugs sa Pilipinas. Ayon sa ICC Appeals Chamber, nabigo ang pamahalaan na ipaliwanag ang kawalan umano ng jurisdiction ng criminal court sa bansa. Hindi rin daw napaliwanag kung paano makakaroon ng irreversible situation kung patuloy na mag-iimbestiga ang prosecutor ng walang jurisdictional o legal basis. Binigyang diin ng ICC na malaya pa rin naman daw ang pamahalaan na ipagpatuloy ang investigasyon nito sa bansa habang gumugulong ang proseso. Iginiit ni Pangulong Marcos na walang jurisdiction ng ICC sa Pilipinas dahil bumitaw na ang bansa sa Rome Statute noong 2019. Sinabi ni Ginoong Marcos, Agosto noong nakaraang taon na wala siyang balak na isali muli ang Pilipinas sa Rome Statute.
We don't have a next move. That is the extent of our involvement with the ICC. That ends all our involvement with the ICC. Because hindi na tayo pwedeng appeal. The appeal has failed, and in our view, there's nothing more that we can do in the government, and so at this point, we essentially are disengaging from any contact, from any communication, I guess, with the ICC. We are back to the position that we ended up in the same position that we started.
March 13 ang formal na ihain ng gobyerno ang appeal brief nito na ihinto ang investigasyon sa drug war. Kapag tumanggap na ng pera mula sa may-ari ng MT Princess Empress, hindi na pwede maghain ng reklamo. Ito ang nilinaw ng abogado ng insurer ng lumubog na tanker sa Oriental, Mindoro. Sa ilalim ng Release and Quit Claims Agreement, mababayaran agad ang mga residente at negosyante para sa pinsalang dulot ng oil spill. Pero kapalit nito ay hindi na maaring maghabol ang claimants sa RDC Railed Marine Services.
Bago sila mabayaran, iintayin pa nila yon. Yung tapos ng kaso. Samantalang ito, ipasok mo yung claim. Ipoprocess yon. Compensation. Pag tatanggap ka ng pera, merong pinapapirma, ang tawag dyan, release and quit claim. Sinasabi mo, wala na akong hinahabol sa inyo. Natanggap ko na yung hinihingi ko, wala na akong hinahabol. Yun ang pipirmahan sa dulo.
Payag naman si Oriental Mindoro Governor Humerlito Dolor sa ganitong kasunduan para may makuhang pera ang maepektado ng oil spill, ngunit nilinaw din ni Dolor na plano pa ring habulin ng lokal na gobyerno ang kumpanya.
At priority ng mga mayor sa naririto nung LMP meeting, yung mga mamamayan na gutom, walang makain, walang pantuition, ay mabayaran. Ako, I am not willing to wait for 30 years to settle the civil damages. Kasi kung 20,000 pamilya yan, 20,000 pamilya nakakaasa ng 20 taon, di kaya ng dibdib ko yan. Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, may usaping administratibo. Hindi namin inaalis yun.
And the other side is tuloy pa rin po kayo.
Kung may findings of different matters, why not? Sabi ko nga sa iyo, ako, magpipetisyon ako. Eventually against any other permits na nabibigay sa kumpanya, ayoko na. Pipetisyon ako yun.
Sa Biyernes ay tatanggap na ng claimants ang opisina ng Provincial Capital ng Calapan. Kasali sa priority groups ang mga registered fisherfolk at fish vendors, may-ari ng commercial fishing vessels, resort establishments at community-based tourism organizations. Ang mga apektadong residente isa sa ilalim pa sa evaluation ng claims processors at evaluators. Tinatayang mahigit kalahati na ng kargang industrial oil ng lumubog na MT Princess Empress ang tumagas na sa dagat. Ayon sa Philippine Coast Guard, plano rin ng Coast Guard na isama sa panukalang budget sa susunod na taon ang isang remotely operated underwater vehicles na nais nitong bilhin. May ulat si Senior Correspondent George Cahides.
Sa pamamagitan ng operations model na ito, ipinakita ng Philippine Coast Guard sa ilang South Korean Coast Guard technical experts ang konsentrasyon ng kanilang operasyon hinggil sa oil spill sa Mindoro. Nakatutok pa rin daw sila sa lugar na pinaglubugan ng MT Princess Empress, kung saan patuloy na bumubulwak ang langis na karga nito. Pabago-bago ang estimate na ibinibigay ng mga otoridad hinggil sa dami ng industrial oil na karga ng barko. Sa pinakahuli nilang pagtataya, nasa 820,000 liters daw ito, batay sa kapasidad ng 8 tangke na nasa barko. Higit kalahati na raw ng langis ang tumagas na.
Parang sa pag-aaral, binavalidate pa rin naman mga 300, close to 400 na lang yung natitirang langis doon sa barko. Dahil may mga dahan-dahang pagbulwak, nabawasan na yung 822 liters at ang tinitignan na lang natin dito kung paano pa natin ma-recover yung mga natitira.
Sa visual representation na ito ng MT Princess Empress, nilagyan ng numero ang mga tangke para mas madaling ma-identify ang bawat isa. Ayon sa Coast Guard, ang tank 1, 2, 7 at 8 na nasa likurang bahagi ng barko ay halos ubos na ang lamang langis. Ang tank 3, 5 at 6 naman ay nabawasan na raw ng kaunti. Samantalang ang tank 4 ay nananatiling intact.
Base ito dun sa calculation tsaka computation kahapon para lang meron tayong working figure kung paano tayo magre-respond ng maayos dun pa sa ating operations.
Ang plano nila, kunin ang natitirang langis sa pamamagitan ng bagging process. Ayon sa Coast Guard, darating ang equipment na gagamitin sa bagging ngayong Huwebes.
Pinaka mabilis na pamamaraan ay tinatawag na bagging. Meron po kunyari na source ng spill na lumalabas, so may bag po na ipapatong sa kanya. Nang sa ganon, yung langis ay mahuhuli ng bag na ito. Habang napupuno siya, unti-unti rin lumalabas ang tubig dagat.
Mula sa cleanup operations sa nasa higit 50 kilometrong coastline, nasa 9 kilometro na lang daw ang kanilang nililinis, halos isang buwan matapos ang insidente.
At hopefully yung Verde Island hindi na maapektuhan tsaka ibang mga bayan dito sa Batangas.
Plano raw isama ng Philippine Coast Guard sa kanilang 2024 proposed budget ang pagbili ng sariling remotely operated underwater vehicle o ROV para mabilis makaresponde sa ganitong mga insidente. George Cahiles, CNN Philippines.
Isa ang Estados Unidos sa mga bansang tumutulong sa mga lugar na apektado ng oil spill. Noong Sabado, isang C-17 Globemaster ng US Air Force ang nagdala ng cleanup equipment sa Subic Bay International Airport. Ayon sa US military, nakatulong sa paghatid ng kagamitan ang balikatan exercises nila at ng Armed Forces of the Philippines na ginagawa kada taon para palakasin ang kanilang ugnayan. Kabilang din sa mga tumulong sa oil spill response ang Japan at South Korea. Mga 2.5 kilometers na lang ang layo ng oil spill sa Verde Island na kinikilalang Global Center of Marine Biodiversity. Nakita ito sa satellite images ng Philippine Space Agency mula kahapon ng isla na nasa pagitan ng Mindoro at Batangas. Ayon sa mga eksperto, maaring maapektuhan ng iba't ibang species sa Verde Island Passage. Hindi man maitataya ng PhilSA ang direksyon ng oil spill. Ayon sa kanilang Senior Science Research Specialist, maaring makatulong ang mga kuha nila sa paglinis ng langis.
As for DNR and Coast Guard, knowing the extent can guide them dun sa recovery efforts nila where they will deploy yung kanilang containment boom or tools, especially for Coast Guard offshore. So we trust na nagagamit po nila itong mga images natin to guide them kung saan sila magde-deploy.
Tinuturuan din ng PhilSA ang local governments at mga universidad na paggamit ng satellite images para sa pagtugon sa mga sakuna. Susunod, korona ng Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference, pwede nang iuwi ng Petro Gas Angels ngayong gabi. At tiyak na matutuwa ang mga tagahanga ni Catherine Bernardo dahil sa mga pelikulang pagbibidahan ng aktres ngayong taon. Manatiling nakatutok sa Newsnight.
darkness, look on the bright side. As the #1 ice cream brand in the country, Selecta has been making people smile one scoop of ice cream at a time over the last few years. And this 2023, Selecta continues its happiness campaign with the aim of sharing more happiness with all Filipinos.
Happiness is Selecta's program that encourages people to share ice cream happiness to their loved ones. And in turn, Selecta shares ice cream to communities in need, creating a happier Pilipinas. In short, happiness. This year, we aim to share 1 million moments of ice cream happiness to our communities. We have happiness bundles that we will sell through our online and offline channels. And every sale is also equivalent to an ice cream donated to a community in need.
Selecta also has happy stores for biteros around the country who have become a source of happiness in their own neighborhoods and communities.
Dako gid among business kay tungod po sa support sa Selecta. Tabang po siya sa akong mga anak, sa akong pagpaskwela. Dako gid siya tabang kay mga events sa school, amo dyon i-promote po lang Selecta. During fiesta